this time last week, I was in cabin 6128 on the Carnival Legend, and I was in Ensenada getting ready to go have dinner in the steakhouse because it was my birthday. My birthday was last week, Saturday, June 7th. And what a difference a week makes. Now I'm back home and I got a message from one of my neighbors because one of the things that I do is I would post video tours or video pictures that I made into a video of homes that were for sale here in my neighborhood. So I can't use the pictures that's already out there because the pictures that accompany the listing, because those pictures were taken by someone else and they belong to that person and they're probably copyrighted. So I go and I take my own pictures when I tour the house myself. And I usually try to hit as many homes as I can in the neighborhood to post to our private neighborhood Facebook group. But there's this one house that it's around the corner from me. It was listed not by me. And one of the neighbors sent me a message and said, "Are you going to do a tour of, that house?" And unfortunately, I cannot. And that's what I told them. And the reason is because it says in the confidential remarks that picture taking and video taking is limited to the inspectors and the appraisers only. So they're saying nobody else can come in and take any pictures. Now, usually that happens when the family is still living there. You don't want people coming in taking pictures of your furniture and your bed where you sleep and all that stuff and then putting it on the internet for everyone to see. But this particular house, that's not the case. I don't know why they don't want pictures or video taken, but this particular house has been vacant, empty. No one lives there for a number of years. I even tried myself to contact the owner at the last known address that they had that was in Southern California, and it was returned to me. My mailing was returned to me, undeliverable. The person no longer has that address. So that house has been sitting empty. Now, it does have some stage furniture in it, but I don't know why they chose not to let anyone take additional pictures other than the ones that are posted on the various sites. So I told the neighbor, no, I did not take pictures. They can go on. It's a numerous home sites that they could go on and find the pictures, or they can attend the open houses and look at it. I didn't volunteer to take these people to look at the house because they are not really in the market to purchase a house. They just wanted to see it. They like to keep apprised of the values in the neighborhood. So, curiosity. Oh, let's go and see this house. It's around the corner. It's up the street. It's, 2 blocks over. Let's go see what it looks like so we can measure it up against ours. And that's what they wanted. So again, I told them they can look online at the various different sites. But I said all of that to say this. When I'm teaching newer agents on how to get a house sold, because that is the ultimate goal, is to get the house sold. So I always ask this question. I said, what is it going to take to get a house sold? And I get a whole bunch of different answers. Um, One of the answers that I get mostly, which I need to try to, well, I do, to change people's mindset, because they start selling themselves. They start telling me about that they can get the house sold because of their personality and that they're friendly, and they, all the wrong answers. What gets a house sold is competitive pricing and exposure. So when people limit the exposure, it always makes me wonder why. And so I feel that this house, by them not allowing additional pictures, they're limiting the exposure. Because sometimes I'm also a relocation agent, and that means that, somebody might live in another area other than this, and they're moving to this area. And we do a lot of our communications via videos and over emails. And if I can only show them what's on the multiple listing service, that's the MLS, and I can't actually go over to the house, give it a tour, because these people are in another city, another state, that kind of limits them. They could, they could be the ones, they could be the perfect family for that home, but I'm being restricted by, I don't know if it was the seller, the owner of the house, or if it's just the agent doesn't want anybody taking additional pictures. Now, this agent is an out of the area agent. They don't, well, I'm saying that their office and their phone number is in a whole different area code. I've never heard of the person. So they're not, as far as I know, have intimate knowledge of this neighborhood. And I just don't get why people limit the exposure, because, again, competitive pricing, and it is priced competitively, I can say that much, and exposure. You can have a product, it can be priced right, but if nobody knows that it's available, how's anybody going to buy it? So, just wanted to say, competitive pricing and exposure is what gets the house sold.